I think it's a disgrace that a Republican governor, a Republican attorney general, and a Republican legislature authored this unbelievable district, this gerrymandered district. It should be a disgrace, and everyone in the state ought to be livid about what took place in January of 2024, because it was totally unnecessary. The state of Louisiana chose not to defend the district that was passed in 2022. You will recall that the legislature went around the state and they had meetings throughout the state. Citizens came and talked about congressional redistricting and what should be in the districts. And the legislature passed a plan which was approved by the legislature. Governor John Bell Edwards vetoed the plan. The legislature overrode his veto, and these lawsuits were filed. Not Paul Hurt's lawsuit, but the Robinson plants and all of those people filed their lawsuit. Well, what should have happened is Governor Landry, who was the Attorney General at the time, and Liz Murrow, who was the Solicitor General, they should have fought to defend the plan in the districts we had passed by the legislature in 2022. They didn't do it. They failed to do it. They gave up without a fight. That's what happened, because let me tell you one other thing. The federal court did not order the legislature to create these districts. That is simply not true. All the federal court said was the state legislature has the opportunity to redraw the lines, or you can come to trial in March of 2024. And Woody, and to all those who are in attendance, under the sound of my voice, what should have happened is the Attorney General, Liz Murrow, should have gone to trial in March of 2024, defended the districts we already had, the 2022 plan, and they should have fought it all the way to the Supreme Court. They didn't do that. I think it was a terrible mistake. It was a mistake of judgment on the part of the governor, the Attorney General, and the legislature. And it's something that should not have happened. And look, one other thing. At the time this district map was put in place to remove Garrett Graves as the Republican congressman, the majority in the House of Representatives for the Republicans was 3 votes. 3 votes, and they took away one of the votes. And guess what? We now have another majority of 3 votes. You see how important these seats are. Why didn't anyone in the legislature, or why didn't the governor or the attorney general think about the national implications of what they were doing, taking away a Republican seat and just giving it to the Democrats? And one of the worst Democrats in the world, Cleo Fields.
In defense of my friend Cleo, he is not by any means the worst Democrat. He actually is good on some things, so I'm going to take issue with that. Yeah. But anyway, he is a liberal Democrat, no question about that.
And I still remember him stuffing those dollar bills in his mouth. And they have that on video.
Amen.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to